I am in the new Dish with D hub. My family made me a little live station here, being that we're up everybody's butt. Hey, Laura Farina! Hello! Hello, my meaningful life. Hello, Tina. Hello, Esther. I'm out here. Hey, Linz. Hey, Tracy. This is the new Dish with D hub. I'm away from my family because everybody's home. It's a little bit cray-cray. So, I'm trying to find a little space to call my own here. Hey, Tina and Melissa. You can see my cookbooks right over my shoulder. There they are. That's just some of them. So my son said, you drone. Hey, Sharon, you drone spot. Look, he hugged me Robbie's key above my head. So I have my water. I don't have any tea tonight. The only problem is this chair is a little bit low, this rocking chair. And this is really how I'm supposed to be. I'm like, it's a little bit low. So I have to prop myself up. How you doing, everybody out there? How we all getting along? Hey, Linda. And Sharon. I don't know if I said hello to you. I don't remember. And Sue. And Lynn. Lots of people tuning in tonight. Yeah, it's it's out of everybody's way, so I don't have to worry about, hey, Diane. Oh, it's 11 o'clock where Esther is. Yeah, I'm in my basement. Normally if you go around, I'm at my son's desk. His is on the other side of the hall. But he's home, so yeah, I can't use his desk. And I was in the dining room last night, and I was in the kitchen the last couple nights, but I know, not in the man cave. I miss them too. Hey, Marianne. I like your thing. Marianne WW, new day, new set of points. That's a great name for a channel. Love it, love it, love it. I feel like I am hiding out. I will say that. I got weighed today. If you all didn't see my weigh-in video, I had my husband weigh me. He took the picture. Because I was going to take the picture, but I realized the camera weighs, and I'm not weighing the camera. So he took the picture. So yeah, I stayed the same. Surprise, surprise. I think I'm up actually a little bit because I know my scale weighs me a little bit less here. So if I was going to WW, I probably would have been up about a half a pound. But you know what? It is what it is. And I just put it what my scale said. Hey, Lisa. Oh, well, welcome to Tea with D. I've been going live every night this week because I know we're all stuck in and we're all getting a little bit crazy. So, I fit in an hour every night, and tonight after here, I'm going to go up. I have a load in the washer. We're going to watch a movie or something. Preferably a scary movie because I like to scare the boys. Not much scares me, but. Oh, you feed the swans. Esther has swans outside her place. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Hey, Judith. I'm glad to be seen. I'm glad to see you. Well, I'm glad to read your typing. I can't see any of you. I was thinking last night, I don't know if you guys were here, who was here. I was saying we should try a Zoom Tea with D. We can see everybody's face. I think that'd be hysterical. We'll have to see how it goes. Has anybody been to a Zoom yet? A virtual WW meeting? I was at one. And we'll have to do it early, though, because I can't keep Esther up. She'll be like, oh, I was sleeping. Has anybody been to a Zoom yet? Zoom? It was interesting. I mean, it's our first time. It was our first meeting, so it would be fun. So, like I said, I had to cut them some slack, because this is not easy to do. Sitting here, reading comments, having a conversation, keeping your eye here and there. I mean, I know how hard it is. And they had help. They have people reading their comments. I'm reading my own stinking comments. So, man, it's difficult. And Brady Bunch on steroids. Yes. Oh, Tracy, you have to get a code for your meeting. And if you go on Connect and join in your local area, because if you go in Connect, there's a way to go. I think you have to hit search groups and then search all, and then the search button comes up, and then you put in your state, like NJ, and then it lists all the cities. And then I picked, of course, mine's in Woodbury Heights, so I picked Woodbury Heights, and then I joined the group. And then there, in that group is where they list the codes that you have to put in the Zoom app. Once you get that, it is fairly simple once it clicks. Because in the first, I wasn't getting it either. And then it does kind of make sense. But what's funny is when you go on Zoom and you have all the Brady Bunch squares of everybody, you could turn off the camera. You don't have to have it on. It's just seeing people sit there. And they have like, just like, I was very self-conscious, people looking at me, so I'm smiling and I'm like, hey. Because it felt weird that people are looking at me and I have to be animated. Oh, your favorite coast or my car post. I miss being in my car. I had to go out in my car today because I said this in a different vlog. When I drive, I literally concentrate on the road. So things just come out of me so much easier because I just let it all go and I'm just driving and concentrating and it all flows out. So when I have to sit here and talk, it's like I have to, it takes more thought. Whereas I'm concentrating on the road, I'm concentrating on driving, and whatever's in my head just comes right out my mouth. It's a little bit easier that way. But I miss them. I miss being in my car. I couldn't drive around the neighborhood, but it would just be kind of like, why does that white van keep driving around? The TV show, oh, I love Tic-Tac-Toe. Oh, thank you, Marianne. I like doing these. It's, in this time where we're not getting to our meetings, we miss the connection with our WW. We miss that, and people who get our journeys and people who go through the same struggles that we go through. And even though it's, we're typing, we're still connecting. So, and it's good for me too. Heck, I ain't all doing it for you guys. I like talking to you guys. When I could be eating in there, I'm thinking, whoa, we had pizza tonight. Boy, did I feel like having an extra slice. Did I feel like having some dessert? Though I did have a piece of a square of chocolate. Because it is my Saturday, which is my weigh-in day. So I usually always have a little extra something on weigh-in day. I had 2 pieces, actually, of chocolate. Dark chocolate. It was good. But yeah, I think I want to make donuts this week. Kodiak donuts. We'll see. I mean, it's just scary out there. Our governor came on and told us that, we're to not go out. Only essential places are open. Like, one of them happens to be restaurants that do takeout. That's kind of good. We can still order Chinese takeout. And liquor stores are still open, so they're essential. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. That's the scary part. I wish we knew. Oh, the Halo Top bars. That sounds yummy. I'm not a huge ice cream person, and it's funny because if you go in, my freezer's right over here. If you go in that freezer, I bet you there's 2 tubs of Halo Top in there. Or Enlightened, one or the other. I would get it on sale and I'd buy it. But I don't really eat ice cream. Do you find yourself doing that? Buying stuff that you don't need, but you get it because it's on sale? I don't eat ice cream. So why in the dickens am I buying it just because it's on sale? I can't figure it out. Yeah. Same thing with like snacks. If I'm out and I see like an interesting snack and it seems like it'd be low in points, I'll scan it, and it is. I'll buy it. Do I need it? No. I buy it because it's like 3 points. Because when you find a 3-point bar, it goes in my cart automatically, whether I need it or not. But I just don't understand. I have a problem. It's like I have like this addiction of finding stuff that's very low in points and throwing it in my cart and buying it. And it sits here because I don't really eat it. And I don't eat it because I don't like it. I just eat it because I just don't desire it, or I'm not hungry. I keep thinking I'm going to need a snack or need a bar or need some chips. Need ice cream. But it sits there. And I know I have a pumpkin from last fall in there. That's kind of gross. So I really should get rid of that. Yeah, I don't, but I can't help myself. I can't. It's like an addiction. I just know me. That's how I feel. Oh, yeah. I do. I take for granted that we can get so many things locally. I know. Well, if you've not seen my snack haul and my bar haul, which I did in the summertime, when I did it, I thought, oh, let's show everybody the cool snacks. And then when I gathered them all together, I was embarrassed. Like my olive oils and vinegars. How how many I actually have. Because they're kind of in a container, like a deep container, and I really don't go in there that much. But, yeah, there's a problem there. Chips, yeah. I stopped buying the Quest chips because I really don't like them. But, oh yeah, they're like low in point, but I don't like them. So stop these. I do like Quest bars, so I have bought a certain Quest bars. I don't have any kind of trail bars. Dollar Tree has a chewy granola bar. I think it's 3 or 4 points, which is good for a bar. It has like rainbow chips in it. It's pretty good. I buy them every time I go. Oh, those too. But on now for that, at least I have my husband who uses them. He puts them in his coffee. He likes the skinny foam. He puts that in his coffee, so that doesn't go to waste. He will use those syrups in his coffee and the foam in his coffee. So I like to put the foam in my oatmeal. Hey, Liv Fuller, Love Fuller, I haven't talked to you in so long. I miss you, love. I have to apologize, love. I forget about you, and I apologize for that. You know, my life is crazy sometimes, but I met this lovely Love Fuller, and if you really should subscribe to her channel. She's adorable, and I keep forgetting to connect with her. I apologize, love. You're adorable, and I miss connecting with you. I just, you know, I have nothing to say, but I'm embarrassed. But thank you for joining us. Are you here in the States, or are you over in Kuwait? Because Love, like, lives part-time here and there. I like Love. She's adorable. She's so cute. You meet a lot of nice people. Oh, you're in the States. Well, I have to say I'm happy that you're here, because I don't know how safe it would be over there during this. But then again, I don't know. Are they having any quarantines over there? I mean, I don't know how safe it is to be here right now. But, yeah, she does a vlog. She lives part-time in Kuwait, so she does this whole Kuwait vlog. It's really pretty interesting. Her husband's in the service, I think. Or are you in the service too? I'm not really sure. But it's adorable. She's adorable, and you should check her out. But, yeah, back to my addictions of buying bars and everything. I don't know. I don't know. I keep feeling I'm never going to find something. Like, I'm never going to find it. So I see stuff, scan it, throw it in the cart. Before I even think. I was in this store, and they had, and I've never seen these before, individual bags of rice cakes. Like the little mini ones. They had the caramel and the cheddar, and there was maybe sea salt. And do I need rice cakes? No. Do I like rice cakes? Sometimes. But some of them were 2 points, some of them were 3 points. And I'm scanning them. I'm like, wow, that's a good deal for a bag of rice cakes. And they're individually bagged. I'm all for the individual bags of stuff. I'm thinking, do I need them? No. I was going back, and the lady in the store looked at me like I had 8 heads. I was putting it back. I was putting it in my car. I was putting it back because I didn't need it. But I'm like, I've never seen them before. And I finally had to walk away. I had to put them back, and I walked away because I said, I'm going to sit here arguing with this bag of rice cakes. So, yeah. I have a problem like that. How's everybody doing? How you staying on plan? We had a little mini meeting with my coach. We have a Facebook page for for all her meetings, and I taught her how to go live. So it was so good. Everybody loved seeing her, and she loved touching base with everybody. Oh, they are, love. I can go through a whole bag of caramel rice cakes. Hell, hang in there. Good for you, Kim Bedgood. You calm down with your fruit eating. Kim Bedgood was having a fruit fest. But, you know, in her defense, better the fruit than something else. So I can go. See, I don't like fruit. So for me, I wish I did, because I need to eat more fruit. Oh, I know, Dee. It's like if you see something that's low in points, you want it, even though you don't need it, and you might not even like it. At least with me, it is. Hey, Kathy. Oh, tea and popcorn. Here, I have water today. I wasn't in a tea mood. I've been drinking tea all day. I know, times like this. And at least in my defense, rice cakes won't kill you. I'm not going to put tons of weight on with rice cakes. Well, maybe I would. But, So seeing her, everybody felt so good, and it was such a nice, because that's where our meeting is usually today, and it was so nice to, feel like you're in a little bit of back in your routine a little bit, but it's still not the same. Like, I miss being out, and, I'm avoiding the stores right now. I mean, I'm pretty well stocked, at least for this week. I don't want to go out, because, first of all, I'm not feeling good. It's allergies, but, when you don't feel well, you don't want people to get scared, because you're going to be like, if you clear your throat, they're going to think you're coughing. And I don't want to scare anybody, because it's crazy out there. So I said to my husband, if you want to go, you go. But I don't really need anything right now. So we got enough chicken and ground meat and beans and pasta and canned soups and fresh vegetables and fruit. And the good thing is I didn't get any crap in the house. Like, we don't have any, like, I have baked chips, I have pretzels, there's really nothing, and popcorn, I have popcorn, which is good, because I feel if I've had crap in, I would be, like, munching on it. Wow, look at you, good for you. It's, you have to go early to the store to find the chicken. I know if you go early, you can find it, because they seem to restock every morning. The earlier you go, the better for meats. I don't think they're stocked up on paper products yet, but you can usually find meat. Somebody found at ShopRite, which I have never seen, was Low Point bread. And it was comparable to 647. It was ShopRite's brand. I'm like, I've never seen that bread. So now I'm on a hunt. Of course, this is like the worst time now to look for something for the light ShopRite bread. Because 647 is, I love it, but it's so expensive. It's like $4 something a loaf. I'm hoping to see if I can find the ShopRite Light Italian. I'm super so out. I know my ShopRite won't have. I'm gonna have to go far to the other ShopRite to see if I can find it there. But I've been having, I want you to check out my Instagram, dish_with_D. Oh, aren't they awesome, Melissa? I'm so proud. I love butternut squash fries. And my kids like butternut squash fries. That's even better. French toast in a mug. I've been obsessing with adding 1 tablespoon of PB2 when I mix it up. It's so good. And I've been putting the Chalk Zero. No, the only reason I have Chalk Zero is because I won a contest and I won $25 gift card. So I probably wouldn't buy it. But it's pretty good. It's sugar-free syrup, and 1 tablespoon, I believe, is 1 point. So I put a tablespoon of this Chalk Zero sugar-free chocolate syrup on it. Hey, Christina! Howdy ho! It's so good. So if you do make the French toast in a mug, put a little bit of PB2 in there. Changes it up. I put some of Lily's chips on top, and it came out. You can even use like regular chocolate syrup, just don't put that much. Weigh it, put your plate on your scale and tar it, and then see what a serving is. And it's the bomb. Even regular syrup will be good on it too. But that's what I love doing. Love putting something weird in, well, I shouldn't say weird, but something different in something and changing it up completely. It's like, it really, really was good. I have to say, I've had it twice this week. I'm like, oh, Diane, do I understand that? That's why I love the French toast in a mug. You only make 1 portion. It's like the mug cake. You only can make it once. I think I should have brought tissue down. I have it in my bra. Sometimes I have one in my bra. Nope. Wait a minute, I might have one in my pants. I've changed my tissues. It stinks. Well, if I wipe my nose on my sleeve, don't judge me. Yeah, I like making portion stuff, like the French toast in a mug. It's just one and done. I make it and I eat it, and there's nothing else left. But I like making, in the mug, I kind of do a riff on the French toast and make a bread pudding. Cannoli bread pudding, and I made a regular bread pudding. Delish. Now, I used cottage cheese in the regular and regatta cheese in the cannoli. Could you do it without it? You could. You have to add another egg, or maybe 1 less piece of bread, but still have the 2 eggs. On the blue plan, it wouldn't change the points. It will lower it by 1 because you just only give in the 1 piece of bread. But it's so rich, and eggy and custardy. It's really good. And that's the things I like to make. I like to make things in individual portions because I can't go back. Because I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I go back. If it's there and I can't stop myself, it's like before I know it, the fork is in there and it's in my mouth, and I'm like, why did I do that? You ever have that happen? It's like you just, like, your mind and your hand don't connect in the pie hole. And I've been making the Hungry Girl. She posted it on her Facebook page. If you guys don't follow Hungry Girl, she's my goddess. And somebody on her, one of her followers, put a deconstructed strawberry shortcake. And you got a half a cup of non-fat Greek yogurt and I think a teaspoon of the sugar-free cheesecake pudding, and you mixed it. And then you put a squirt of Ready Whip on top, some fresh strawberries, and I used a whole graham cracker sleeve because I had the points for a whole sheet. But I think she only used half. It was really good. I know. It's like your mind, your hand. I don't know what it is. I want to get hypnotized some days. I'm thinking maybe a hypnotist would help. What do you think? Like, because I don't know why I do what I do some days. Hey, Carol. No problemos. We were just talking about our out of control biting, licking, and tasting. Like, did you ever see how something ends in your mouth and didn't know why? Oh, the bubble up French toast. Here's the thing, and I'm going to tell you my opinion. Hey, Roberta, on anything in bulk. Well, number one, I have the time in the morning to cook breakfast. Like, some people I get have to be out of the house. They have kids. They don't have time. I have time. I don't like the bubble ups, the breakfast, like casseroles. I find they're dry. I find that the French toast ones are dry. I find the pancake bakes are dry. I don't like them. I'd make them and I wind up throwing half of them away. And I'm thinking to myself, why am I throwing this away? Because and the kids don't even eat them. They'll eat it the first day. That's it. They'll say, we didn't like, because it's dry. So yeah, you'll find you very rarely ever see, if I'm making it, we're eating it that day. There's usually no leftovers. So that's usually my problem with pancake bakes and French toast bakes. Even egg bakes. Like, I made one with, like, potatoes and stuff. First day, nobody touched it. That's okay, Christina. But I knew what it was. I knew it was bubble up. But like I said, if you're a person that doesn't, like I said, and I do have the time in the morning to cook myself breakfast. I believe depends on the low fat and the regular. I think it doesn't matter. I think is it 3 points for a sheet? Or the sheet is 2 points. I want to say the full sheet is 2. I want to say, and the recipe was half, and I used the full sheet because I had points. I used a sticking graham cracker. I always say, am I going to gain weight from eating a graham cracker? No, I usually eat a bag of graham crackers. That's what my leader always says. Did you get heavy because you ate 1 graham cracker? No, you ate the sleeve of graham crackers, and then the next sleeve of graham crackers. But I want to do a recipe with tea. I'm an ambassador for Davidson's Teas, and I have it 20% off if you're interested. They have organic teas, they're delicious. And I want to do a recipe with them, and with this funk of thing going on, I throw my mojo off. I can't really think. Okay, she just 2 points. Thank you, Marlene. So I put a whole sheet in my deconstructed cheesecake. Just saying. And I did use a little more of like a heaping half cup because on blue and purple, non-fat Greek yogurt is 0. So yeah, I put a nice heaping cup. I gotta get more Greek yogurt. My husband, can you make bread? I'm like, make bread. So yeah. Somebody asked me last night to do a bread. I'm gonna do my Easter bread for you guys. Hopefully next week or so. I'll tell my kids, because they love Easter bread, I have to film Easter bread, and if they want to eat it, they have to leave me alone. That might work. It's my mother's recipe. I'm not sure the points I'm going to have to put in the recipe builder, but it's so good. It shouldn't be too killer in points because it's just flour, yeast, and probably some sugar. I wanted to use monk fruit, though. Gonna try it. Oh, I love pizzelles and Ready Whip and PB2. Have you anybody here made my brothel? Brownie waffle? Just saying. It's like you can get, I think, one brothel is 1 point, two brothels is 3. And yeah, they are all that in a bag of chips. I like putting the PB2 in the middle, make like a brothel taco. Or put some fat-free Ready Whip. I should try with the cheesecake. That would be really good too. With the yogurt and the cheesecake. Yeah. And I tell you, a box of that stuff will last you a lifetime because if, I don't know about you, but I don't let anybody else eat it in my house. No, this sugar-free brownie mix is mine. Go away. Go away. People had asked me one time, somebody asked me to do a vlog about sharing food. I don't share my food with my family. If they were on and I buy plenty for them. If they were on a weight loss journey, like, you know, my boys are all right. They're not what you call needing it. Well, the one could a little bit. My husband could use it. If you're definitely on plan, I would definitely share my stuff. But if you're not, you don't get to touch unless I tell you to. Unless I make enough. Like if I'm making like the turkey chili, and they love that. And that's really. Have you ever made? I think it's Skinny Taste pumpkin turkey chili. Oh my goodness, it's good. It's got a can of pumpkin and it's turkey, and you'd be surprised how you would never know it's in there, but it's very light in color because of the pumpkin and the turkey. It's really, really, my son said it was one of the best chilies I've ever made. I never told them it was pumpkin in there because, you know, you tell them something and then all of a sudden they said, oh, I don't like that. There's some people that it's a mind over matter. Like if they know it's in there, they'll be like, I could pick that out. But if you don't tell them, they don't know. And I didn't tell them there was pumpkin in it. And then he told me it was the best chili one of the best chilies I've ever made. And when they eat theirs, they use like chips, regular chips. When I eat it, I either put it in a acorn squash, or I make lavash crackers and I eat it. It's so good. It's really good. Are you talking, Kathy, the brothel, or are you talking the, I don't know, just tell me what just my serving of the brothel or the chili, or what else was I, if you, yeah, tell me what I was talking. I tend to rattle, so I'm not quite sure which part you were talking about. Was it the brothel? Because it is in the, I could pull that up for you if that's what you're talking about. Let me see if I could pull it up. I could multitask. Now that I finally got the hang of this new laptop. Of course, my only problem about being in here is the lighting isn't my favorite. I'm gonna have to get a light for the desk. It was nice to I do have an outlet behind me, which was really nice. I said to him, wow, you picked out a good spot. Pickled carrots, where's the brothel? Here it is. That's what you're talking. I could pull that right up. Yep, I gotcha. You just need a box of, it's right there, brownie mix, the sugar-free brownie mix. And on the side, it'll say serving size. And I want to say it was 26 grams of mix is one serving, which is 3 points. And I put an egg, and I put a tablespoon of either, you could do applesauce or you could do pumpkin. I always do pumpkin because that's what I usually have. And extra baking powder. I think that's it. And you mix it, and you get like 3 waffles out of it. And one waffle is, well, 2, I think you get 2 waffles. I think I got 3 by accident the one time. I don't know why. Maybe my egg was too big. You usually get 1 waffle is 1 point, and 2 waffles is 3. And of course I have 3 because, I mean, I have the 2 of them because why not? I make a waffle sandwich. And everybody loves it. I mean, it's really tasty. Yep. And that, you're welcome. Enjoy it. It's probably one of the, and Joan, she did it with vanilla cake. You can make like a cake waffle with like the sugar-free vanilla cake, which I do. I want to make, she did do, for someone else did, little mini muffins with the sugar-free vanilla cake mix, and she put like little sprinkles in. It was kind of a riff on like Little Bites, but I'm afraid if I have them around, I may eat them all. So we're going to wait till things, where I'm not hanging in the house. Kim Bedgood's had my brothel. And you can toast them if you want them more crispy. I like them soft. I like them. Anyway, I get them, to be honest, but I like putting the PB2 in there. Because peanut butter and chocolate. Little sprinkles. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's like, this is like low cal. You're like, yeah. It's very low cal. Yep. So anybody else having questions, concerns? Doing all right on Zoom? Doing all right on Plan? I mean, it's hard to do good on Plan. I mean, as much as you sit there and say, well, it's... Or something, are we looking for excuses not to do good on Plan? Like, I could say, well, we were having this epidemic, so... Oh, I love... That Dash waffle maker is probably the best $10 I've ever spent. Ever. If you don't have a Dash mini waffle maker, there's one listed in my Amazon store. That is it is paid for itself a million times over. Between waffle sandwiches, brothels, I like making hash waffles. If you've never made a hash waffle, Amanda Seipert, man, she came up with this hash waffle thing. She always used a big waffle maker. I figured it's just littler. Oh. But the hash waffles are the bomb. And again, you get the back of the hash browns, the shredded hash browns. You see a serving size. I think it's 81 grams. It's 2 points. And you weigh that out. Make sure it's thawed. Mix an egg. And I do like a tablespoon or so of cheese, a little baking powder, salt, and you can put some seasoning in. Sometimes I put some Trader Joe's onion salt. Sometimes I put some Italian seasoning. Sometimes I put some taco seasoning, that one a little Mexican. And you mix it up, and you get probably 2 nice hash brown patties. You put it in the Dash, and it gets all crispy on the outside. It's that good. Yes. And then I get an egg, and I scramble it up, and I pour it in the Dash waffle maker, and it puffs up, and I have a waffle egg. So my waffle egg goes on my hash waffles. Oh, I sit there, and I have this beautiful looking plate of food for 2 stinking points. I put salsa on top. I put Greek yogurt on that. I put a little bit of avocado on there. And it's a beautiful, enticing, decadent plate of food for probably 3 points. Because sometimes I put a point's worth of avocado. It all depends on how much But 3 points for breakfast? It's awesome. The baking powder helps it to rise. So it is, like when you're putting it in the brothel, it kind of just makes it puffier. In the hash waffle, it just makes it puffier. So it kind of, it's like a chemical that just enhances the, egg. It just gives it a little bit of, oomph. Oh, I love Amanda Seipert too. She's got great, her thought process is amazing when it comes to recipes. I know. Every time we have a live, I all I do is talk about food. Yes. Canadian bacon. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I did one time? I was making my kids waffle sandwiches, and I was having toast. I didn't want a waffle sandwich. I put my toast, plain regular bread, I sprayed it with some Pam, and I put it in the waffle machine, so I had a waffle bread. I'm telling you, 1.5 million things I can do with that Dash waffle maker. Oh, did you like it, Marlene? It's my favorite. Marlene is trying the vanilla spiced Davidson's tea, the organic tea company. That tea is so decadent. You think you'd have to charge points for it because it's just that good. That's why I want to make a recipe with that. I just said I'm almost out of them. I'm a bit sad. I gotta order some more. I'm just afraid to order anything right now. The dog food was on back order. No, I don't have the Dash sandwich maker. I have the little griddle and the waffle maker. I don't have the sandwich maker. I didn't know they had a sandwich maker. I know they have like a little mini thing that has little... There was somebody, I think it was... God, I could see her name in my head. Connie Calhoun. In my Facebook group. Guys, if you're not in my Facebook group, the link is down below. Please come and join us. She must have like 8 or 9 different dashes. I mean, crazy. The snowflake one, the pumpkin one, the Valentine's one. Oh my goodness, she has them all. They're so cute. Let's see. Kim said instead of toast this morning, she mashed up some butternut squash and put it on my eggs. How good was that? Okay, Kath. Now I've never had this. I've thought about it. Remember the big rage like last year was the sweet potato toast? You get the potato and you might cut like a plank and you put it in your toaster a couple of times and it cooks it. I've never tried it. I don't know if any of you guys have ever tried it. And people were putting peanut butter on it, or almond butter. They said it was apparently peanut butter or almond butter are really good on the sweet potato. Don't know. I've never had it. I'm only repeating what I've heard, but it sounds interesting. And I mean, and if you're on purple, it would be 0 for the potato. Okay, it's a dash. Okay, I'll have to look at it. And we were talking about powdered almond butter. I've heard of it. It's an urban legend. I have yet to find it. I've looked at Whole Foods and Trader Joe's and Sprouts. I've yet to find the almond butter. Powdered. I mean, I know Amazon probably has it. I just figure if I could just get it locally instead of paying an arm and a leg for it. Because what if I don't like it? I can't imagine I wouldn't because I love everything butter. Yeah. So, yeah, the sweet potato toasts. So if you're on Purple Plan, I would be hitting that up pretty hard. But I am blue. That is the plan I've been on. The plan I lost 3 pounds on. Actually, yeah, I lost the first... I'll give you a little history. When I joined, it was Smart Points, and I lost 56 pounds. I was on it for 1.5 years. The last half of that half year, I didn't lose anything. I was back and forth. So I left in around October of 2017. I came back in February of 2018. It was freestyle. I'd put on 25 of that, 53 pounds, or 58. I can't remember how much it was. So when I started in February of 2018, I was 247, and then that was freestyle. So up until, I mean, To Be Blue is still freestyle. It is. So I stayed on it, and I hit my goal in December of 114 pounds. I made Lifetime in January. But yeah, and it's funny because when I first started freestyle, I was very nervous. But freestyle, really, to me, the blue plan, just worked really nice, especially to eat out. Like, I never had to worry about eating out. When I was on the green plan, the Smart Points, I was never big on eating out. But ever since my husband, you want to go out? I'm like, yeah, I could find something. There's always something to eat on that menu. Good night, Kim Bedgood. Oh, Marlene. Thumbs up from Marlene. High recommendations. And if anybody's interested in taking a look at it, there is a link down below with a 20% off. I think it says Denise 20. Yeah, I told them how much I love their tea, and they have an ambassador program. I thought, you know what? This is something that I'm buying and I love. And I think the tea, it's organic. So that's people are into the organics, and it really is tasty, I have to say. And that vanilla cream spice is just phenomenal. It really is. It makes a really nice cup of tea at night. And sometimes when you want something sweet and you don't know what to have, you don't want to, you don't have any points to spend, or you don't want to spend any points, make a nice cup of tea, and it feels like you're having dessert. It's really good. Oh yeah. And in fact, I'm enjoying the Twinings chamomile vanilla honey. That's really good too. No, a lot of people like chamomile. I happen to always, since I was a kid, love chamomile. That was my foray into teas, was chamomile. That's what I started with, chamomile. And then just moved on up. Oh, my nose is killing me. Things are in bloom. I did a spring tag, and I probably should have said everything's in bloom. That's why my nose is all red. But I want to come up with a tag. I want to come up with, I was thinking about maybe a tag talking about, I guess, what I represent or something, or what I want to project to people. I don't know. We'll see. I don't like cherry. I'm not a cherry fan. Not a raspberry fan either. But I am a strawberry fan. In fact, there's a strawberry tea I have upstairs. I ice it. It's delicious. Delicious. I want to go tea shopping. I want to go shopping. I want to go out. I feel like we're stuck in here, and I'm starting to get rammy because then I realize we can't go out. You can't even shop online because Amazon's only delivering essentials. So I can't do anything. And guess what I learned? I don't know if you guys, I told you guys, but It Cosmetics, my favorite, well, I don't have anything on today, but their Confidence in a Compact, they don't make it anymore. So I have to go, and I have to go to Ulta, and I have to find a new foundation. I am lost. I love that foundation. It was the easiest thing in the world to put on. It took me literally 20 seconds to apply my makeup. Oh, Davidson's Raspberry Vanilla is good. I think I had that. See, again, I'm not a raspberry fan. My husband loved it. He loves anything raspberry. I think there was a peach caramel that he liked too. Oh, I hope it doesn't hit there. I'm hoping you guys, because he did say there is certain parts of the country that aren't getting hit, and probably because it's less populated. It's like all these, like New York is on a shelter in place. There's there's a bazillion people there. I mean, the more people congregate together. So, yeah, I'm not doing well right now. Now I'm just thinking of things I want to do and I can't. So, oh yeah, you're in California. My Meaningful Life. That's where Fresno County is. Home for 2 weeks. We've been already home. We've been home since Monday. Monday was our first day home. And everybody's here. Okay. Yeah, you guys, yeah, because heavily populated. But yeah, let's just all say a prayer that this goes away, or people stop going out, and maybe it'll die down, and because I don't know how much more of this any of us can take. It's scary because I mean it is, it's you feel bad for the people that their immune system can't handle it, and that's the scary part. Like, it's scary. The unknown is extremely scary. But yeah. Tonight we had pizza. I made pizza. I bought those long, you can get them at Trader Joe's. You also are, my Acme and ShopRite carries them. They're just long pizza shells. And you can have a fourth of that for 4 points, which for me, it's a size like this, which was to me a decent piece of pizza. And the sauce I used was barely any because it was a quarter cup for a point. I didn't need a quarter cup of sauce. And a little bit of cheese. It was good. And I put some bell pepper on there and some mushrooms. It's delicious. Oh, yes. Oh, I mean, I don't know. At some points, like, you want people, I want to be alone. So that's the thing. You always have what you don't want. Like, I have, like, 4 people, yeah, living with me who I want to kill some days. Yeah, but I could see being alone, too. We always want the opposite. We do. It's like sometimes I want curly hair people want straight hair, and straight hair people want curly hair. It's just how it goes. I went out today to the doctor for a B12 shot. It is pretty much business as usual in Memphis, except for restaurants are pickup only. Yes, ours are still. I'm surprised he didn't close them. My son works at Chick-fil-A, so he's not happy. He was hoping they'd be closed. But he has to go in, and they're only doing drive-through or um, pull up. Like they can't come in the restaurant. But what I say to him, what kills me is we're supposed to be sheltering in place, yet people are still going to restaurants to pick up food. I'm like, if you're at home, well, why aren't you cooking? I don't know, but he's not happy. He's afraid. He's the young one. He's like, what if I get sick? I'm like, you're young and healthy. You should be fine. Now your mother here. Everybody's scared. They're scared of and if you watch the news, they only tell you the bad stuff. I mean, it's not that it's not bad, but there are people that get it and survive and do fairly well. So, but you don't hear that. You're always hearing about, oh, there's not enough ventilators, there's not enough, which there isn't, but there isn't enough masks for these people. And I feel bad for the healthcare workers not having enough protective equipment. That's the scary thing. I guess they don't. I think maybe he works. I'll have him bring home some Chick-fil-A. I was hoping we would get I was going for Chinese takeout. Because it's my weigh-in day. I always we usually go out to dinner on my weigh-in day. So I was a little bit sad that I had to cook. I'm like, it's Saturday. I don't ever cook on Saturday. We usually go out. It's a bit sad. But, you know what? I will survive. Me and... who sings that song? I will survive. It'll come to me. Kenny Rogers died. I was like, wow, Kenny. But he was 81. Not that that's old, but I thought he was younger than that. He had a lot of work done. But yeah, good old Kenny. But anybody have anything they'd like to add? We talked about the brothel. We talked about my problem with buying food. What am I making tomorrow? I think I want to make chili for dinner. Might be doing the turkey pumpkin chili. I'm jonesing for that. And those pumpkin bars that I made, oh my gosh, were they good. And I'm considering making them again. Because I just got some pumpkin in this week, so might be making pumpkin bars. Exactly, Judith. That's the thing. And the problem is Glory Gaynor. That's it. Thank you. People, when they're there, they're not showing symptoms, but they're infected. So they could be there doing, anybody can, because by the time you find out you're sick, you've already infected how many other people? In their defense, they didn't know. Had they known, they probably wouldn't have gone in. But I mean, that's the scary thing. You're always it seems like you're always more contagious before you're actually showing signs. Oh, I bet you. How you doing, Cheryl? Yeah, I was just saying that. I feel bad for healthcare workers. I mean, they're going to be worked to the bone. They're having to reuse their masks and stuff because they're just not there. It's like you feel like we're living in the apocalypse. There's none of this. There's none of that. Here we are. We're in the United States of America. We should be having way more stuff than this. It's a little bit scary. Oh, yeah. No, and here's the funny, Dee. I'm going to tell you a funny story about that with me. This is how weird I am. I was on a roll of making the pumpkin muffins with the spice cake, making the chocolate muffins with the chocolate cake mix, and I'd freeze them. But I'd never eat them. My husband's like, what are these in here? I'm like, don't touch my muffins! But you aren't eating them. So one day I took them out and we had them for dessert. I have this thing about wanting stuff and then freezing it and I don't eat it. So I don't know. I'm always afraid I'm going to want something, so I try to have it there, and then I never eat it. I have issues. I'm really learning I have issues. But I do need to make some bagels. And if you didn't see, I had a video that come out a few weeks back. I made pumpkin 2-ingredient dough bagels. They were so good. I love pumpkin up, down, and all around. I can eat it 365 days a year. In fact, I try to. Not my family. They're like, oh, Mom, get a pumpkin in spring. I love pumpkin. I think I love it a lot because it's 0 points. But I do like the way it tastes. But those pumpkin bagels, I just can't tell you how good they were. They were the bomb diggity, and I made that on the fly. It was a nighttime. I remember being home. I wanted to do something, and I thought, "Ooh, let's do pumpkin bagels," because I had to use a pumpkin. That's what it was. Had this pumpkin sitting in my refrigerator going bad. Oh yeah, 365 pumpkin. I ought to call my series that 365 pumpkin. I love pumpkin. Pumpkin overnight oats, pumpkin French toast in a mug. I mean, it's pumpkin waffles, pumpkin pancakes. Oh, everything pumpkin. Do you ever make the pancakes with the mashed banana and an egg? And you can make like a pancake with it. I like adding a little bit of oats to that. Give it a little bit more oomph. And it's really moist. Like the banana and the egg give it such moistness, and it makes, you can even do like cookies, like the banana and the, I think there's, is it maybe an egg? Where it's like 2 or 3 ingredients to make these like breakfast cookies. You have to keep them in the refrigerator because they get moldy real fast. I love pumpkin. My husband went to the store, and he said to me, I saw they had pumpkin, because I had gone, our Aldi didn't have it. They only had the pumpkin pie filling, and as you know, that has points, and I wasn't paying for pumpkin. So he was at the other store, and he goes, have pumpkin. I'm like, put it in the cart, because I got my pumpkin. I love me some pumpkin. And I always say pumpkin, which I never noticed that. But Kim goes, it's so cute the way you say pumpkin. I went, I do say, and I always spell it wrong. I don't put the P in, because I say pumpkin. So I spell it pumpkin. So spell check's like, no, it's not spelled that way. I'm like, oh, where's the P? It's pumpkin. I say pumpkin. Never knew until I had to use spell check. Kim told me, because I said in the video, when I was going somewhere for harvest, let's look at the pumpkins. So yeah, I say pumpkin wrong. But I'm hoping to watch a scary movie tonight. I hope there's something good on either sci-fi to scare my one son. Yeah, he has a very low tolerance, and I have a very high tolerance. If you saw my Netflix binge list on my Facebook group, I think the last 5 are all scary shows. They're all good though. I mean, The Haunting of Hill House, awesome. Walking Dead, awesome. Supernatural is not scary. It's a really good show. But that's on TV, so it's not too scary. But I love to be scared. I love to be on the edge of my seat. I do. Can you tell? So I am going to head on out. It has been almost an hour, and I thank you for joining me. If you guys have anything else to say before I head on out, we will have our regular Sunday Tea with Dee tomorrow night. Same bat time. I thank you for joining me tonight. Have a great rest of your evening. I will catch you tomorrow night. 7 o'clock sharp. Eastern time. Be there or be square. Have a great night. Remember, we're done. We're out of points.